Doing a lively bout of exercise in your bedroom or boiling your morning egg instead of frying it are two examples of things that you can do to benefit your health and wellness without leaving your home. Very soon, we'll be able to add testing for HIV to that list thanks to a brand new smartphone gadget that detects the virus in just under 15 minutes. Since the devastating effect of HIV was realized in 1981, claiming many victims in its wake and establishing global fear, the work of scientists and advancements in technology have revolutionized early detection as well as treatment of the disease. Dr. Vardas, in simple terms, how does the virus work and how has the fight against it progressed since it was initially discovered in 1981?
It was discovered because they saw people's immune systems being destroyed. And eventually what we have found out is that this virus uses white cell counts. It attaches to our own white cell counts, which are our defense mechanism, and destroys them. It's a massive industry to produce antiretrovirals, and we have really good and effective ones at the moment, various formulations, and it's really become quite a manageable condition.
And how has science and particularly technology really helped in the research?
We had various tests that were not so great, and they have progressed to become easier, quicker, and much more accessible for the individual to actually access those.
We're currently in a lab. What kind of technology is being used to detect the virus here?
So the official testing approach for HIV currently is doing something called an ELISA test, which takes a blood sample and looks for HIV antibodies in that blood sample. That's for adults. In children, we actually look for the virus because antibodies become very difficult to identify whether it's from the child or from the mum. Using a rapid test has got slightly different approaches, which might not be that great depending on where you're doing it. Having said all of that, the government of South Africa ran VCTs, or runs VCT centres where you can access rapid tests.
Since its first days in 1985, HIV testing continues to be innovated, with each generation of tests emphasizing on rapid turnover of results and minimizing the chance of a false outcome. Those two factors inspired researchers at the University of Columbia to create a smartphone accessory which replicates lab-based diagnostic testing to detect HIV and syphilis within 15 minutes. After obtaining a drop of blood from a quick prick of a finger, you insert the blood sample into the smart accessory, which comes equipped with a disposable disc containing the relevant testing chemicals. You then link the gadget to your phone via the audio jack, follow the subsequent instructions, and then wait for a gadget to detect the applicable biomarkers in your blood to produce a result. These days, a positive diagnosis can still mean a long, fruitful life can be lived if treatment is sought early and the patient has lifelong access to adequate healthcare, as with diabetes or hypertension. But considering that many South African healthcare providers like to offer volunteer counseling to curb stigma and cushion the blow of a positive test result, what could the new device mean for South African communities? Considering we still have a large number of people infected with the disease here in South Africa, shouldn't this kind of research and innovation be coming out of South Africa?
We certainly have been at the forefront of other HIV-related research, and we've done a lot of HIV vaccine trials in this country, microbicide trials, and other prevention trials. So we've been at the forefront of that type, but not on the technology side, and it's high time we started looking at the technology as well.
The world is contemplating how HIV prevention contributes to law and healthcare procedures such as organ transplants and vitality for those diagnosed with the disease. And technology is going along every step of the way until testing for HIV is just as normal as going to the dentist. And going a little bit out of the scope of science, will there ever be a test that doesn't require bodily fluids?
I don't think so. We still need to look for certain aspects of what the virus does. So all of these tests, no matter what they are, the gadget, the smartphone gadget, that also looks for antibodies. So all of them need to look for antibodies in a body fluid.
At only $34 US, it might be getting a whole lot easier to test for HIV from the comfort of your own home. But if, like me, you still have an unyielding fear of sharp objects, you're still going to have a run-in with a pinprick, all in the name of health and safety, of course.